Hello. Okay. Oh, excuse me. Wow, I'm getting a lot of dropped frames. Hopefully, I think it might be my internet this side. I think it's a weekend, so maybe like a lot of people are using internet in the area. And I guess this is as good as it gets. Let me just quickly check the stream online. I'm just kind of running it myself actually on a separate screen. Okay, looks kind of smooth. I'm gonna go back to the break screen and see what the quality's like. Cause last time I tried this, the quality was like very choppy with the like sparkly lights. And so if it's too choppy, it's like kind of gonna be a shit stream. So I might like restart it and try. It's not the best. Oh wow, it janks the hell out on that. I think it's trying to keep up with quality. Well, let's see how it goes, and I guess I'll just be asking people as we go along. Yeah, I'll be asking people as we go along, if anyone comes. Yeah, so just for the recording more than anything, today's plan is to, I wonder if I can get this list up without revealing all the rest of my to-dos. I'm gonna poke it on this like side of the screen. Oh, that's not Triple H Fantastic work, that's like the rest of my work. Here it is. So, to do now are these. I need to make some videos for our Stugan application because we want to apply to Stugan with this game, and I need to make some videos, and I was supposed to make it last week and I never did. So what I'm doing is these things. So don't worry about what's done, that's all what's done. What matters is what I need to do now. And I need to make it's not really in order of priority. So create video footage is kind of like the end goal. I need to save parameters either to file, but I think what I'm going to do now, I might skip that and rather do like an undo function, because there's so often that like you get a really cool pattern and you need to undo. Like you need to be like, oh, I wish I'd gone back to that pattern, so I want like just like, I don't know, you can go back 5 steps or something, or maybe even just 1 or 2 steps, or indefinite steps even, like they're just 5 values really. Part of it's this. So when we play the game, I've got all sorts of like, whoops, where am I? Where's my cursor? Oh, there we go. We have all these like parameters over here, but they, what was the thing I was doing? Yeah, but when you choose a random set, it chooses like between -30 and +30, but they're actually like hot values. Like around A, you'd kind of want values around 0, but then because like if you have a value that's like very close to 0, you get like, or if B is very close to 0, then you usually get very nice like square structures and so on. And like that's missing, a lot of that's missing in if you just choose between -30 and 30. Oh my god, that's so great. So I need to make it like more Gaussian, so it's more likely to choose values like within 1, but it still has a chance of like getting values like outside, so you can still get like these sort of interesting things. Because right now you just press F and it goes like either this very sort of fuzzy bit, or kind of, if I've got this right, yeah, or kind of this like 3 tunnel sort of vibe, and it's a bit samey, and I don't really want that, so I want it to be good. I might as well leave that running. Hopefully it doesn't kill the stream too much. I'm just gonna keep an eye on the dropped frames, because I really don't want drop frames. It's pausing when I deselect it, that's all that's happening. Okay, they seem to have calmed down now. The next thing I want to do, sorry about the pausing, it doesn't look so good. So Gaussian sort of things, screenshot, because Unity has, that should be really easy, because Unity's got like an awesome high-res screenshot sort of thing, and then fade in and out of layers. That's kind of like in the distance, the layers kind of pop in. I think you'll be able to see, yeah, you can kind of see it popping in a little bit. This is not the best example to show that, but they sometimes pop in and it's not so great. And that needs to be faded in and out. And make a choice for points or quads. What does this mean? This means that... oh, so there's two rendering techniques. There's the quads, and if I turn this off and turn this on, boop, it makes a very different rendering technique, which is broken. So I'll be fixing that. So there's a whole other rendering technique that uses point rendering instead of like billboarded quad particles. It makes it like there's less sense of depth, but because everything's a point no matter how close or far away it is, it's this very sort of like wide different effect. So yeah, okay, I'm just gonna check, since no one's here yet, and maybe no one will be here for a while, I'm going to look. And it's a Friday night. I mean it's like Friday at 1 o'clock. I did a whole bunch of YouTube recordings earlier. And I need to do this work anyway, and I've really felt like streaming, so I'm kind of just combining all of this together. I'm going to adjust my camera so hopefully it's a bit straighter. I'm just using I'm using my cell phone as a webcam, so it's like a bit of a freaking like higgledy-piggledy like setup there. Yeah. Okay, so I need to get onto Twitter. Yay, Damien retweeted me. Okay, so... oh, and I can turn this off as well. Okay, so that's my to-do list, and I'm just going to keep that on the side for my enjoyment. And also because I don't lose the tab, because this tab's got like all of my stuff. Okay, and I can see myself, and my cell phone has gone weird already, as I'm being weird with it. There we go. Okay, so thing number one, let's rock out, where is it? It also, oh god, there's a list next to this list which is like health insurance and tax stuff, which I really don't want to do, but I have to do it tomorrow. I'm not going to do it now though. Man, like it's like one form I need to do, but I've just been like putting it off, and I need to do it by Monday. Okay, so create footage, save last parameters. I'm going to do the Gaussian sort of values first for the randomization. And I'm also going to refer back to the original version that I used, which has like kind of more reasonable... oh wait, no, I've got the values. So I've got this like A-min, A-max, like kind of good values for all of these. Like, so I'll probably be using some sort of Gaussian that allows me to kind of get more or less between these two. I'm going to have to look up Gaussian. So first off, let's see if Unity has this. So yeah, so before I kind of went straight between those like each value, for the min and max sort of min and max value for each. They don't have to actually be like min and max. They can be whatever. Like it can be any value, but it's what creates more interesting patterns. So actually, before I do that, I'm gonna go mathf dot. No, oh, it will be random dot. There should be a Gaussian function, right? or normal, or distributed. So I'm pretty sure there was some sort of mathf dot curve. Okay, so we're gonna have to find online if there's like some sort of cool standard. I think it's Gaussian. I'm like kind of saying Gaussian because I remember there being some function like that. Normal distribution. Yeah, that's it. I want a normal distribution because it's kind of got that like curve vibe going about it. And I want that sort of a thing. So there's a decency implementation here. Oh la la. Okay. Average is 0, standard deviation is 1. Oh la la. Normalized random. Okie dokie. Between 1 and 10. Okay, and then that'll give you... Right. Okay. So... I'm hoping that this person's Stack Overflow will just give me what I need, because I don't really feel like figuring all of this out myself. I just want to... Oh, this all looks... Isn't there a standard one in Unity? Isn't there a standard one in Unity? Remember there being a standard one in Unity? Damn it. Okay, let's, I guess, copy this one. Or maybe this one. U times factor. Oh god. I mean, I used to be able to do this. I don't understand math. So let's try a normal distribution. Let's see, somebody must have like... Is this free? Please let this be a free package. I'll be so happy if it's a free package. Oh, yes. Thank you, Nathan Daly. I think you might... If this is easy to use, I think you might have saved my life. Or at least saved me some time. Yes, statistical things. Yeah. Okay, it's pretty old, but like basically this looks like it's got all the things. Okay, so some examples, editor stuff, this all looks pretty safe. Some images, it shouldn't kill me if nothing's referenced in the scene. So yeah, let's import that. Fantastisch. Okay, randomness from distributions. And how's this code? Reload all. Yeah. Okay. Random range normal distribution with a minimum and a maximum. Okay. Cool. Well, that's actually really all I need. I just need a normal distribution, but I'm guessing this has... oh, and there's mean and standard deviation. Okay, this is the standard normal distribution. Wow, this guy's got it all. He's got it all, and there's a sloped one. Yeah, this is cool. This is cool. Confidence level cutoff. That's an enum. 60, 80, 95, 99, I don't know what these mean, but I guess we can fuck around and see what happens. So let's put this on the main screen. This is kind of more of a reference side. So we can go random range normal distribution. Dot. Oh no, this is called random from distribution dot, and say we want a minimum of -1 and 1. And a confidence cutoff of 95, I don't know. I don't really know what that means, but whatevs. And I am going to also quickly start up while I am distracted here to just keep the chat on. I don't know, in case somebody shows up. I want to be able to say hi and how you doing and all that jazz. Okay, so float random equals, so I'm just gonna debug.log. Just gonna display this number and see what the random distribution gets me. So okay, that can go away. You've been very helpful, thank you so much. My Skype should be off as well. In true Skype fashion, it's close, go away, whatever. Also my Slack can probably disappear. We don't need that on the main screen. And my task manager, we don't need that. Okay, so now every time I press F, it should display like a random number for me. Right. It is not. Did this save properly? Oh, it's doing the... Oh, okay, I need to just... Okay, whatever. I put it in a really dumb place. But if we do this, it's gonna kind of give us... So I see it's giving us 2 numbers every time. Which is a bit odd. I don't know if... Oh, it's probably because the random seed has been... So mean equals that of that, confidence Z score. So where's the randomness? Okay, so it gets it from there. Random from standard normal deviation, so it's just all filtering down to this. So it's getting it from random.range. So when I use this, I need to like set the seed to time or something, because I lock the random range in the in a class somewhere. I can't remember where, but I need to change that up. So I'm also gonna throw on some music. Why not? Where's Spotify? Twitch, Spotify. I was enjoying the drum and bass last time, so let's have some DMB. DMB, yo! Are you interested in seeing what I'm seeing? Because this is all royalty free. You gotta move the mics. Thank you for your patience. Oh, come on. My internet's being like ridiculously screwed today. I don't know what is up with it. At least the frame drops have gone down. Okay, I'm actually gonna see if I can stream on a slightly higher bitrate. So I'm going up from 2.5 to 3.5. It's probably... I'll probably need to restart... Oh, is it... Oh, it went up automatically. Okay, so I can see if this starts to drop any frames, but maybe it'll make the quality a bit better. I would dearly like some Twitch music, because I'm feeling very lonely. Lonely, I'm so lonely. I need somebody to call my own. Sorry, I got distracted. So random.seed and equals, is this an integer? Yeah, so we can go time dot, can we go milliseconds? No. Time since, I guess just go time to time times 1000. So we get the millisecond level. It's not perfect, but it's random enough for us, you know? I'm going to cast that to net. So let's see. And if we display this, yay, we're getting lots of values that are, I don't know, I presume they're good enough. Okay. So, instead of these, okay, so these are like minimum, maximum, these are that. What we actually want is this, but Twitch music is still loading? Hot damn, boy, what is your problem? Play, just play anything, I don't care. Twitch music library, Twitch FM. There we go. Public playlists, now we're cooking. Okay, it was hiding here. So let's go drum and bass. Is if it's gonna load us in. Because it's not really letting me. Like, I've clicked play and it's just, what more do I need to do? Please play the drum and bass. Put it in my list, open it up, play, please play. Is the volume down on my mixer? Huh? Wait. Where's Chrome? What? Seriously? Is it... what? Okay, we're resetting Chrome. That's really weird. I hope I don't break anything. Now watch like all my YouTube videos that were loaded in the background. I'm just gonna start playing. That'll be embarrassing. And there'll be stuff. Please just play some music now. Yeah. Oh dear God. That's a bit loud. Okay. Righto. We have music. That legitimately gave me a fright. I'm just gonna scroll down. Bust it up. Let's try to bust it up. Wow, that's tense, man. Okay, so we should just be able to go like this. Boom. Okay. Right, so that's not where we want it to be. Okay, so we do actually want it to be... okay, so these are just the sliders. Okay, I kind of got it wrong. We need to do random. Where do we set it randomly from? Oh, there we go. So that's what we wanted to do. Let's try this again. So it'll be random from normal distribution. Boom. Dots. Or rather, not dots. Random from distribution. Dots. Whatever. And then we between minus 30 and 30. Oh, and then we have to give it a confidence level. So, I don't know. Oh, so it's 95%. Okay, we're actually on quite a low confidence level, because I think this means it's 60% likely to be within the range, and I kind of want it to be outside the range. So I want it to be like a min, except this will be like A, B, C, D, E. This will be max. Oops. B, C, D, E. I'm also going to check my microphone to see what the... I want to see how loud I'm sounding to myself. Whoops. I'm going to listen to myself. This is going to sound a bit weird. Hello. Okay. Okay, cool. I'm quite loud, so I can... Because my headphones are kind of blasting me a little bit. So I can turn that down a bit. There we go. Anyone's joined us yet? Okay, so now this should give us kind of ranges between between these interesting values, but then sometimes go outside of it. I hope. Might not be exactly what I want, but with a 60% confidence, I think we get some like nice varied values. Yeah, so like, okay, no, that's still within the range. So let's see what the minimum and maximums are. So like that's between 5 and 17. So for C. And it's still pretty much in that range. In which case maybe we just want to do like solid values, because the point of this build is to have interesting things that we can create. So the original code had it like that, so I'm not going to do this Gaussian thing now because it might actually not be that useful for our purposes. So let's get rid of this. Commented out. Please commented out. Oh god, oh I don't case you. So instead we just go boom. I love this alt select thing. I think Sublime Text had it as well. Really useful. Okay, so now we're just going between the range, but we can drag it outside the range if we really want to. In the little thing, because this is going to be our, like, yeah, like check that. That's like, oh, that's pretty cool. Let's do some colors. Love messing with these colors. Maybe want it to be a bit less bright with these sort of things going on. Whoa, that's pretty neat. So that's kind of like one of the problems with this game, is that it becomes very distracting to work on, because you're like always, excuse me, you always freaking like you always end up getting distracted like actually playing the game. Oh, these colors. I hope it's coming through in the stream alright. I'm just checking with like all the different colors. It might be like not compressing too great. Which is like actually the main disadvantage of this game, is it doesn't compress too well on video because there's so many colors and flashes and stuff. It's not really coherent frame to frame, which causes most video encoders to like just have a bit of a problem. And if we can make it like varied saturations, make it very white and very dim. With some color, but we make it completely white. This is just like traveling through heavenly Starfield. What I also want to do is change the rotation up. So that it goes maybe 1.2 a second, because when it rotates just a little bit faster, it looks so much better. And it's also, okay, that's enough of this. I'm gonna keep on playing forever. Whoa. Okay, so I'm gonna count that as like, maybe do it later or investigate it later. So, let's see, to-do list. I'm gonna take it out of do now. So saving the last X parameters. This one shouldn't be too bad. We just need to make a little buffer if we save, and then you just press Control Z and then it goes back one in the buffer. So I suppose what will be easiest, and it'll be a bit of a hack, but we can create a private. Oh my dear, I am so sorry. I think it's only going to be like a 2-hour stream today, if anyone decides to show up. Or if no one else decides to show up, because then I can just do this. This is just me talking to myself. So we have a list. Oh dear, I haven't imported a list yet. So, private list of float arrays, which will just be length 5. Why? Oh, it doesn't have a name. Save values. Am I not allowed to do this? Oh, okay. There you go. Got a bit confused. So I'm gonna have a list of saved values, and basically whenever we change them with the random, it'll save the current values as the previous value, and then when you go back, it'll just sort of cycle back through them. So kind of like pop them off the list. So here we do this, and then we basically go saved values dot add new floats array A, B, C, D, E. Okay, so this adds save values to the list, to the back of the list, and if it's getting too big, so I want to like clamp it to maybe like 10 values, and also for now I'll just make it that if you press Control Z you'll lose those values forever, which is like a bit not so good, but it's not so bad. Do I want to do that? I'm wondering. What? max free keyframe interval. Okay, so my encoder settings are a bit bad apparently for Twitch. But my title didn't get updated properly. Update. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna have a quick look at my settings. Since no one is here. Yeah, so I'm like basically trying some new like encoding settings, and Twitch says that they're not fantastic. So max keyframe interval. Do you know what, it's probably fine for now, but I'll pay attention to that later. I'm not dropping any frames. I feel alright with that. Okay, so we've added the save values. Maybe this might sound horrible, sorry. So add the save values. We're going to ensure if let's see, then while save values dot count is greater than, say, 10, then we'll just remove the first one. Dot remove at 0. So we'll move it from the front of the list. Okay, so that'll make sure we never have more than 10. Now, do we want like a do we want to go back forward if you press like Control Y or something? Yeah, why not? So input dot get key down. So I'm just going to make it Z and X because they're next to each other on an English keyboard anyway. So if you press Z, what we want to do is we want to take the last saved value, params of save values dots count minus 1. So it's a float array. So we get the last values and we want to replace that with ours, and then I guess we'll have 2 buffers because I'm being lazy. I should rather just have one with like an indexed. And we'll call this save values like forward or redo, maybe. Call this like redo values. It makes sense. Redo values, and we'll rename this undo values. Because that's essentially what we're doing. We're doing like the undo and redo. And then in the redo values, where is it? Oh, excuse me. Cool, let's just check that that's working. See some pretty colors. Cool. I see there's like 1 or 2 people on stream. If like the stream quality is like really choppy and bad that you can't see the cool pretty patterns, then yeah, just let me know. So let's have a look. Okay. So I'm kind of doing a, if you just joined, I'm kind of doing a undo redo thing for the patterns. How's my frame drops going? Well, I was dropping a few frames earlier. Let's see, so we have parameters. We need to add our current parameters to like the start of the redo values. So obviously if you press F, we're going to go redo values.clear, because then it doesn't actually make sense to have the redo values because you've overwritten them. And then we go redo values dot add. We can't do the same thing here because we're cheating. Add these parameters. And we're going to add the current parameters, and then we're going to set our parameters to these. So A equals A equals, oops, parms dot whatever. Okay, so I only need 5 of these. A, B, C, D, E. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, we don't need that. Okay, so we get the undo values, we plonk our current ones and the redo ones, and we obviously remove it, remove at the last index, because we don't want to do that. Good. And then we add those our current values to the redo values list. So if, this is assuming we have any undo values, so we just need to put in a check if, because otherwise we'll cause an undo values dot count is greater than 0, then we only do it there. Otherwise we could get a null ref or an index out of index out of range. Index out of range. Gosh, I'm quite like mumbly today. So let me know if the energy is a bit low. I'll kind of put more pizzazz into the chat, or into like my chat rather. Okay, I did have a long day of like recording stuff. Sorry about the mic. I did have a long day of recording stuff though, so I guess like my energy is just a little bit lower than usual. But like, hey, I needed to do this anyway, so kind of thought, why not just put it on stream? If anyone comes along, maybe people can benefit from it, who knows. I'll probably benefit from it because I'll be focusing properly rather than getting distracted with YouTube videos, which is what I do all the time. Let's see, so we're now sort of getting from the redo buffer. So every time we undo one, and the undo buffer shrinks, and the redo buffer grows, and the undo buffer shrinks, and the redo buffer grows. And so we want to get from the back of the redo, not the back? Yeah, we want to get from the back of the redo. So kind of exactly the same as this actually. Except we want to get from the redo values, and then the undo values. Should we just record the current values? Yeah, let's record the current ones. And then the undo values get that. And then we do the same thing. So now we should be able to sort of like scroll back and forth between these. It's going to be janky and it's not going to work properly, but it'll at least allow us to like save those like precious values when we're playing. So let's test it out. So we kind of got duh. And if we go new random values, they're like, no, I like that old one better. So press Z, and it goes back. And if we press Y, we get an RF. Okay, hold on. Pause. What was that? Oh, and I'm still spamming a lot of this output. Out of range. Yeah. 232. Where am I out of range? I'm using the wrong count, of course. Okay, but that's fine. That should do fine. And also we should probably get rid of this debug crap that I was making earlier. Dun, dun, dun. Sorry, I'm just checking something off screen. Messing up my life in the process. Happy days. Okay. So now we should be able to go. So we should be able to. Actually, I'm gonna need to maximize on play so you can see stuff. Yeah. Okay, so basically if we go random, we can start exploring some patterns. Random. Like this one's pretty good. Oh, somebody pressed random by mistake. This one's shit, let's go back. And that should be this kind of like squarish one that we had earlier. Oh yeah. And now we can like, okay, let's play around with the colors. So, second, is this the color distance? This is the secondary color distance. Let's change the hue up. Let's go like very red. It's very primary colors, but let's maybe change it to. Ooh, let's go for like a. That's very very red. So if we do this, I kind of want like an orangey color. It's like a bit orangey pink. I'm not sure I like that. Let's see. Hue for random. Okay. Color distance. Maybe if we make the color distance a bit less. So this means like basically 0 here means all the colors will be the same, and like halfway through means that the secondary colors will be like exactly the complement, and about a third means it'll be like the triple complement. Like, I just want a little bit of variation so it's not too boring. Also, I'm going to turn the brightness down a bit because it's a bit garish. Saturations. Whoa. Play around with saturation. I'll keep this like that. So that's pretty cool. It's a bit small, so I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna make the whole thing maybe like twice as big, right? So it's a bit wider. But now it's a bit wider, we can't see anything, so we need to up the brightness a bit. Ooh, that's nicer. I think that's a lot nicer. Like there's more stuff to explore, it's more interesting. This, by the way, if you're watching, is supposed to be in VR. So like, it's so much better in VR. Okay, so I need to change this so that's like the default setting. So the scale needs to be about 2000. The rotation, I think I'm going to make like 1.5. Because every single time I keep on changing those two values. So that should be 2000. 0.1, let's make it 0.2 because I usually use 0.2. Okay. Oh, that's another thing I need to put on my to-do list. Make sliders optionally snap to nearest 0.1. So often those sliders just like you want to make it, you want to get them to go to 0. Just snap. Actually, just snap to 0. Just snap to 0. Because oftentimes you just want the slider to equal 0 and it doesn't. It's kind of annoying. Okay. So like this is. That's also. I shouldn't be having the free aspects. I should be having the 60x9. So it's a bit more. 60x9? Yeah, 60x9. It's a bit more representative of what it's actually. Yeah, see, like this is actually very interesting because there's lots of like little things to go into. It's like lots of nice structure, and it's not so tight and packed and stuff. But okay, so let's try. That makes it like very. The thing is, sometimes it's a bit too wide, and this looks a bit like ethereal. Also, boring colors. Let's get that orange back. That orange was nice. And actually we can up brightness just a bit. Yeah. A bit more of a static brightness. I love it. I think I do have random colors. Did I put random? Yeah, that's random secondary colors. And then a random hue. So see, yeah, I just got 2 hotkeys which do this. I can kind of like try out different stuff. This is kind of nice. I like the green. The green vibe's pretty cool. Oh, that's like being inside a plant. So cool. I should keep my chat open in case anyone wants to say anything. I hope the quality's okay in the stream. I can't really tell because it's too much on my internet to load up the high def video and upload and have music and. My internet's not that strong. This is the coolest shit. I am very proud of this. This is a cool thing. So this kind of brings in like the second thing. And like I found this like nice set of stuff, and it's all described by these parameters you see on the side here. Where's my mouse? There we go. It's all described by these parameters here. But I don't have them, like I can't save them like unless I screenshot this or something. So what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna forfeit this lovely pattern that I found. I'm going to make something that just records everything and dumps it to a file, or dumps it to like a string on screen or something in the debug console. Probably just dump it to file, be easier. And then I will read that back optionally somehow. I don't quite know how yet, but I'll figure that out as we go along. Because then we can like, because the thing is I'm trying to make recordings with all this, so it helps to have like, oh that's a good, I can do like a session where I just go through and find nice patterns. Can even do it on stream, and just look at pretty patterns for a while and be like, cool, I found these are like the sets that I want to use. And then once I'm like happy with the sets of stuff, then I can just do like a recording run where like I get up DxTory and just really make some super high def, high quality like captures of it all. So how to do that? So right now I've got this iDebug control, and what this does is that it has like a debug, each one has like a debug GUI, and there's like a central debug controller which turns on that list of stuff on the side. So I'm going to make something similar that's not an iDebug control, but like an iSerializer, like a simple serializer. I'm not going to call it real serialization because wait, isn't there, doesn't Unity have like JSON serialization? No, I'm going to have to look this up quickly. Usually JSON serialization, because then what I can do is just save it to like, yeah, they do. I can save it to like a little mini class, and then yeah, they do. I can just save it to a little mini class and then read it back from a mini class. But no, what I need to check is that if I can save it from like a bunch of disparate classes. So each one will have to have like an identifier. Yeah, so I can save a dictionary of strings. Yeah, this will work. So basically my plan is I'm going to make a kind of like the iDebug control. I'm going to make an interface. Yeah. So this was originally called Test the Light Fantastic, the project, because I have like a whole bunch of other like test things. I really need to neaten up the structure. To-do list. Putting on the to-do list. Where is it? Clean up old test code. So gotta keep track of this because I gotta think of things and I'll forget to do them later. So there's the iDebug control. So I'm gonna make an iRecordable. It is kind of serializable, but it's in my own sort of like hacky way. What should I call this? I wish there were more people in chat. Help me out with this. Yeah, it's called I. It's just I for now. There we go. That's it. Recordable parameters. Yeah, record meters. Close enough for now. And all this will be is I record parameters. This will just be an interface. And all it's gonna need is a string identifier. Give it a serialization ID. You just can give it some sort of string, and we'll need to. Ooh, I wonder if I can do this object get data, get serializable data, and we need a set serializable data. So obviously the class will know how to like interpret that. You know, whether it's a float or booleans or whatever. I'm just going to keep it quite general. Oh, and then what data? Ha ha ha. Right. They're not actually like in my channel at the moment. Has everyone left? There were 2 people here earlier, but they might have gone already. My internet's maybe laggy stream or something. But my internet's being quite annoying, so I hope the quality is not too bad. I'll have to check it out afterwards. Either way, I'm getting stuff done, so. Okay, I'm having a look at myself on stream. Yeah, it looks alright. Okay. So the quality is okay. The view list's not coming up. There we go. Okay, there are 2 people here. I hope you're enjoying it. 2 people. Let's have a look. Seems to be a lot of noise from my mic, maybe? Okay, I'm gonna listen to myself quickly just to make sure everything's okay. So there's probably gonna be like double up sounds for a moment. La 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 la. If I turn this off, pause that for a second, and there's gonna be like a weird. It's actually gonna be quite fun. Let's turn the sound on. Wow. Oh, it's soft because like my thing is soft, but my voice is still there, so that's cool. I'm gonna assume the volume's fine. I'm gonna assume everything's great. Okay, so what we need to do. Oh, this doesn't have an orientation controller. That's probably why it broke. That's probably why the point system broke. So just for shits and giggles, I'm gonna have a look at it quickly and make sure it's working fine. Whoa! Oh yeah. Check that shit out. Wow, it actually looks quite majestic. Wow, I've got to experiment with this one more. It just looks so much like huger and more grand. If I can I adjust the speed? Yeah, wow, why is it feels like it's going so slow. Probably because the spacing is set something different. Yeah, global scale, spacing between layers, like it's like let's go a little bit faster. So yeah, the fading in you can definitely see on this one, like quite clearly. Oh, it is such an interesting like pattern. I want to go faster even. Oh, too fast, too fast, too fast, too fast. We can increase the spacing between layers a little bit. Janks it out like crazy. Oh, do you know what probably is? Like the global scale is probably like super high. So I kind of set a global scale so that we do this, but then you can like set that down to like 0.1 say, so it's like really tiny. And the space between layers you set down to like a 1/10. Then basically everything is shrunk down by like 2. Let that sort of shit out. Yeah. So it's like the exact same thing, except it looks like you're going a lot faster. So it does seem a little bit smaller. But I'll have to experiment. Like, oftentimes it'll feel smaller when it's actually just... It's actually the exact same, but because you've gone down from going really big to really small, it obviously feels like it's smaller. But if you start off with it smaller, you don't actually feel that it is that small. So let's just copy the values over. So that's 0.1, and the Z spacing is 0.1 here. The color count is 4, and then just different values. Okay. So something that's immediately like I'm realizing is that the Z spacing being so small does make it denser, but it makes it kind of disappointingly like close. Which I don't really like. I'm gonna actually just play around with that a little bit. I don't know why I'm stopping the game to do this, but so even if I just make it 3 times further out, just to give it a sense of like this goes on into the distance forever. Yeah, especially for the points, I think it works really well. But even if I make it like up to 1 distance, I'm just gonna have to catch up with it. Come on. So that is definitely far enough. Maybe we go back to 0.5. And this will speed us up a little. Just get us into the thick of it. See, that's quite cool. For this especially, I dig this. Like, it looks like you're in a really big structure of some sort, and then it goes on for like quite some time. It's a bit psychedelic. Okay, so 0.5 is definitely our value for the point particles. So I'm gonna stick with 0.5, and I'm gonna turn that off, go back to the quads, because it's more like the original, so it'll make better footage. I'm gonna make this 0.5 as well. Let's see how that looks. Might not be as good for this one. Maybe if we up the brightness. Yeah, we can up the brightness. Either we do that or we up the particle size a little bit, because then that increases the brightness kind of for free and just makes everything a little bit fuzzier because each one of these particles is actually like a little texture. Ooh, okay. Okay, I like this. This is nice. I think I'm gonna keep this. I'm gonna keep these. These are nice. Yes, yes, as the music's saying. Okay, so 0.015, and we're going to, what did I do? Keep that scale, and the brightness, it was 0.05 to 0.2. I think the brightness can probably stay the same. I'm just going to increase the particle size to 0.015. Wow, this is really sexual, whatever's going on in the music here. Is this just drum and bass? Yeah. Okay, this is almost like a bit too overwhelming color-wise, but we can play around with the values. Let's see. Actually, we can use the hotkeys if we try a random secondary color. It's nice. It feels like I'm going so slow because everything's so further apart. Part of that's nice, but I would like some control. Like I want to like mouse wheel up and go faster or something, rather than have to set it in the thing. To-do list. Mouse wheel controllable speed. Okay, so what was I doing? I've done the save parameters thing, or save last X parameters. I haven't done the save parameters, I'm doing that now. I just made the iRecordable parameters, and I'm gonna basically make everything that's iDebug control. Find all references. Basically going to make everything that implements this also implement the other one, which I've already forgotten the name, which is why I'm while I'm looking for recordable parameters. Yes, you can go over there. Okay, so let's start with the bloom controls. Do I have bloom controls? What is? So how about you guys after that song? Ooh. That was quite a hot and heavy song, that. Okay, so I want these actually nice and separated out. Actually, I think if you go implement quick actions, if you implement explicitly, no, not what I wanted to. I wonder if we should combine. No, whatever. We'll basically take the debug, make the serialization that, and then debug title will return serialization ID. Also, I'm going to make this a single line because it's a lot nicer. Boom, boom. Okay, so I wonder if we can make an anonymous object. I'll quickly look up anonymous objects. C# anonymous objects. Oh, yeah, new amount equals that. So, oh, you can't. Oh, no, I don't. I want it to be a system. So actually I should get rid of that. And it's a system.object. Fine. There. Ah, small o. Okay. Sorry, I don't know like my vanilla C too well. Okay, so we change it to object and then we can return that. And then we should be able to get it back, and we should just be able to read it back in the same way. It should be like b times equals data dot bloom. Oh, it's not. Can we do like an anonymous cast? This is being very cheeky now. I think I'm like anonymous cast C#. How can I convert anonymous type to a T type? Whoa, it looks complicated. I'm just gonna have to do this for every class then to make sure that so this equals data as T dot bloom, and I'll throw a null ref if it's the wrong thing, but I'm going to assume that we'll get it right. So this is kind of the basic template of what we're going for everything else. So debug control. Actually, I don't want all references. I want all. I'm at the implementation. I want all the whatever thingies, whatever. Let's do this. So parameters and there's the debug stuff. So I'm just gonna copy this straight. So if I use the automatic thing, it's gonna put them all over the show. Yeah, sorry, this isn't like the most exciting in terms of like pretty stuff. Okay, but what we can do okay, so data that we're storing here. Sorry, I keep looking back to see if anyone's shown up. No. If anyone's listening. If anyone does have any questions, if you are listening, like, feel free to ask. I'm always like happy to help out with like coding problems or whatever. Let me see. I had like awesome time last stream yesterday. Just like helping out random people and chatting to them. Like I kind of was just like sharing my advice, but like, you know, that like I've learned a couple of things, so it was kind of nice to like So people seem to be going through problems that I've gone through in my past. It was kind of nice to sort of see like, hey, yeah, I did this, and yeah, don't worry about it. Or, you know, whatever. Why am I setting the random seed? Oh, that was like random. That was a weird debug thing. Okay. Debug center particles is not actually something I want to record. That's just like a debug thing. So return serialization ID. Return Starfield. So return new data type. Boom. You can go A equals A. B equals B. Gosh, I'm actually getting really super tired. I might call it early tonight. Next hour or two. Particle size equals particle size. Global scale equals global scale with a capital G because fuck conventions and consistency. And Z with global Z because I have no reason. Okay, and then basically we can just do the same thing here with the data. Data T D equals as data T. Pretty easy. D dot ABCD equals D dot this, D dot that, D dot these, D dot that. We have to swap those names around. I'm putting on my Twitch thing in the background. Oh shit, okay, I can't do that. That. Cool. Alright, so that's a star field. The next one is the color picker. Again, this is the bottom. Riveting stuff we have going on here. Boom. Boom. And this will just return. Boom. And class. Private class, data type. This is gonna hold. I'm actually just gonna use the exact same name because I'm lazy. I think we can actually just go that, we want that, we want that. We actually want the whole lot of this. So I'm just gonna use the exact same thing. It's a little bit unneat, but I kind of don't care right now. Every time we have to add a variable, we have to add it specifically to the serialization, which isn't so great. At the same time, I don't want to like record everything that's serializable because some things I don't want to record. I don't want to be able to like change halfway through like execution, so I'm just kind of doing it manually for now until I figure out a better system. name them all the same, we can just do this. Boom, 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 boom. I wonder if I will be able to deserialize like this. I might be going down like a really dark path here that's gonna lead to like pain and despair later on when I actually do the serialization bit. But I guess we'll find out with time, because when it's deserializing it, it might not know the data type. But I hope it creates them as an anonymous class when it deserializes it. Fuck, I better check that out. JSON utility dot. Okay, it can just make it into an object. And that one can make it into an object. Cool. I hope that works out. Because if it does, it will be fucking sweet. Sweet. But why can't I use anonymous types then? Oh, because if it's an anonymous type, it's like... So if I do this, if I just say object d equals data for now, I have to go like d dot... Like you can't get the variable name sort of strongly, like in compile time. You'd have to use some like interop services reflection stuff to do that properly. Okay, so I think there's just two left. There's just the mover, which as far as I know just has the rotation speed. Maybe the current rotation. Rotate from? Oh, that's the angle. And then we have the Starfield orientation, which is actually quite a biggie as well. Let's just do it. Let's just get it freaking done. Let's get it done, and then I'm gonna take a small break, and then we can start doing some more interesting stuff, because it's starting to get boring, to be honest. This is the kind of shit that like saps your energy. You know, it's like the less glamorous side of game dev. It's fucking retyping and shit like this the whole time. Private data type data t class equals. Oh, and I'm actually like really quite tired, I just realized. So we have speed, speed, bool, look always. I could actually just copy this look on click. Do I want look always and look on click? No, I just want speed, because to be honest, look always and look on click are like gameplay options. They're not like the feel of it. They're just like utility options. So I actually only need speed. So this one's actually gonna be pretty easy. Return new data type. Whoops. Data type. And we can just go speed equals speed. I should put a little note somewhere. If you want to see pretty colors, let me know in chat. I'm gonna do that now. Let's put up text. There we go. That's like, yeah. Oop. Oh, I can keep that at the top of this. Yay. Okay, so now people know. They must know. in case anyone comes along, they're just like, this is boring programming. Maybe they'll spot that, because this is pretty dull, to be honest. Speed equals data as data type. This is some like hip hoppy drum and bass going on here. Dot speed, I don't know why I copied this. Let's try a different list, maybe. What should we listen to? Where's the... Okay, so... Pretty vibes. I like pretty. Yeah, that's nice, yeah. Yeah, this sounds good. Let's stick with this guy. Sounds nice. It's like happy cool music. Oh yeah. Oh, I know this song from somewhere. This is like a Twitch classic. Okay, so global parameters. Dear me. Sorry, this is getting too late. I had a Red Bull earlier, but its like effect is worn off and I'm getting like the crash quite seriously. But at the same time, I really need to like do this stuff for like soonish or tomorrow sometime. I should probably just go to sleep and private class. Probably just go to sleep and then like wake up early tomorrow, go to training, then just like hunker down in the evening. But at the same time, like I almost don't trust myself to get the work done because I'm like stupid like that. Let's see. So I want the rotation center. Yes, I want that. 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 I want all the things. I don't really think I want lock and offset. Oh shit, this is the rotation. That's the rotation section. I don't want lock, scale, and offset because that's again like a debug value. But I do want the rotation and the rotation per second. But I already did that. I mean, current offset and current scale is also just values that we're storing. So I don't actually need that. So we can get rid of that. Get rid of that. All the headers and attributes. I don't need those. I'm also going to quickly just find where I recorded those things. I think it was in the mover. Oh, I didn't. Okay, so that's... Okay, I didn't record it there. That was a mistake, but it was a good mistake in the end. So good in me. Oh my god. Okay. This is actually... I shouldn't be streaming if I'm gonna be like yawny and tired and stuff. It's like, it's kind of unprofessional, I guess. Because, you know, people would come to watch a stream to like see somebody put their energy in. And if I'm just having kind of like a lazy day, it's maybe not so great. I mean, yeah, I guess like I'm not in like a position where I have an audience that can forgive me as well. So like it's like a bit like, you know, poor show. At the same time, like I guess I wouldn't be streaming this evening, or this morning rather, if I didn't have stuff to do. Like, if I did, the reason I'm streaming at all is because I have things to do. And, oh, excuse me. So it's kind of like, it would have been nothing in another case, you know? Data T. D equals data as data T. Oh, yeah. Like that. Okay, so I think that's everything. So now I've gotten everything. Okay. What am I gonna do? So I've got to make something. Make class to read all. Have these. Alright, and I'm going to take a small break. Hello, am I still talking? Yeah. Be back in 5. Okay. Actually. 5 minutes, so if anyone shows up, I'll be back in 5. I'm just gonna stretch out a bit, get ready for like one last push, and then yeah, and then we'll hopefully have like recorded parameters, which will be like a big step, and I can do the rest tomorrow sometime. Alright, bye bye.
Took one look and now you stare at me the same. You took one look but you play me like a game. I can see. You took one look and now you stare at me the same. You took one look but you play me like a game. the synapse rest over the world where you're hanging weightless on the precipice. I'm going out on a limb where the clouds start to fail, where in my heart like a stupid grin. Out on a limb, out on a limb, I'm out on a limb. You used to think I was someone special till you knew my name. Open the doors to invade my castle. Don't you feel it strange? I'm going out on a limb where the clouds start to fail, where in my heart like a stupid grin. Out on a limb, out on a limb, out on a limb, out on a limb, out on a
Hello. Alright. It's 2:20, and I'm gonna go to like a last stretch to get this data serialized. And where am I? And then I'm gonna go to bed. Because I am tired. I'm tired, and this will be I'm tired, and this will be a YouTube diary of what I did this very day. There's some useful stuff that I learned. I'm gonna post it and then maybe like review it and cut it up one day. Who knows? Who knows? But if it's on YouTube, it's like there for life, and I'm not like embarrassed of anything of it, so there for life's okay. But woo. Why are you breaking now? Why are you so breaking now? But maybe I can like cut it up later and like just cut up like little bits like, oh, this was a useful thing I learned. That was a useful thing I learned. Alright, so we've gotten rid of all the errors, and now basically we have a bunch of these recordable parameters. And we have, for instance, this like debug control thing. And in the same way that this debug control thing will scan through all the objects and save the parameters, I'm going to do a similar thing on when you press a hotkey, maybe like F5 is usually quick save. What's a standard quick save slot? Standard quick save button. It's usually F5 or F4. Okay, it seems like anything between F2 and F5. F5 to save, F9 to load. Yeah, so F5, that sounds about good. That sounds probably right. So, create empty. Yeah, so, what are we going to call this? Parameter recorder serializer. It's like a serializer deserializer. So a modem was called a modulator demodulator, so that's why it was MO demodulator modem. So serializer would serializer deserializer usually the CDIS. Serializer serializer CDIS. Yeah, fuck it, let's call it that. Ha! Because why not? But I'm gonna call the full class. Serialize with a Z, serializer. Probably spelled it wrong, but it's one of those. Okay, so we're gonna scan for. Also need a way to maybe replay. Do we need a way to load them up? Yeah, we definitely need a way to load them up. So perhaps load it up as a parameter. Yeah, like an argument. Like, cause then we could just drag the file in. Can we do that? Unity. I'm looking up a lot of stuff. Unity. Command line arguments. It's probably going to give me command line arguments for the actual Unity editor, or like the offline build thing. There we go. We can use that to get hold of them. Just keep that there for reference. Okay. So if input dot get key down key code dot F5, then we're basically gonna look through debug controls. Keep that there as reference. So we're gonna find all objects of type. Oh, this is what we had to do. We had to find, because we can't find all objects of type by an interface. So we have to find all objects. So this is going to be like a seriously slow function. But if it's only for debugging and stuff, that's okay. You know, we can make it more efficient later, but for now we can just do this. So final objects of type. And callables. Do we want to? We don't need to save this outside, so we can just do this here. This new list of callables. Boom, boom, boom. Hey, somebody's chatting. Who's here? Hey, what's up, Phantom Unboxing? You well, man? Or I always assume that whoever's on chat's a male. It's like a really bad problem. You're right, Phantom. Whatever gender you may be. It's like yeah, it's just like, you know, ingrained habit. Which I'm trying to break, so apologies for now for that. Okay, so where was I? I was doing recordables, and then for each, I'm gonna make a dictionary of string to object values, I guess. Yeah, string to objects. Actually, I can kind of do it on the fly. Can I? Yeah, I can do it on the fly. String to objects, data. It's new. Yeah, but it's like, yeah, like one shouldn't assume, but cool. I'll remember for next time, so I won't feel bad when I say hey man or hey dude. Actually, dude is gender neutral for me generally. I don't really consider that male or female. I call a lot of my female friends dude. I don't know how they feel about it. Some are like pretty chill, but some maybe might assume that I'm assuming that they're male, which is like not cool. But yeah, it's just, you know, it's tricky ground sometimes. Recordable. So we don't need that anymore. So we're just checking it out. Boom, boom, boom. So if recordable is not equal to null, then we can say data dot recordable equals recordable dot get serializable data. Kaboom. Why you? Oh, because it's the serializable ID, serialization ID. An STD trip. Do you mean LSD trip? Because STDs is an STD means something else. Because you've just asked me if it's a sexually transmitted disease trip, which I can't confirm or deny. I don't know what an STD trip would be like at all. I can't assume it would actually be very pleasant, but it is kind of like an LSD trip. Sorry, I was having fun with that. Yeah, basically, one of like my coolest comments that I've had so far was a friend of mine played it, and they kind of told me that like they'd done LSD. I've not done it myself. I have done, ooh, should I say that live? Whatever. I've had experiments before, but not with LSD. I'm gonna turn on the color scrolling because that's fun. Let's make it like slightly varied colors. Yeah, and they said it was actually not unlike taking LSD, they felt. Which is like a pretty cool like endorsement, you know? Like people who have taken LSD kind of say, hey, that's a bit like taking LSD. So I take that as like a major compliment, personally, that I've managed to stumble onto something that's kind of like taking LSD. Let's go a bit faster. Actually, also might make... Yeah, this pattern's like really bright. But maybe if I make us go faster, a little bit faster. Yeah, that's cool. So I don't know what it's like on stream, if it's choppy or anything, but... Yeah, at 60 frames a second, it's fucking beautiful. Whoa, this is gonna be just too bright. So, yeah, it's... This is not like, sometimes... So this is all fractally generated. So I never know if, like... Sometimes the patterns are really good, and sometimes they are really shite. And which one they will be is not always super easy to predict. See, I'm not getting any like sort of super interesting patterns right now. That's cool. This one's cool. But it's a bit small. So I'm gonna make it a bit bigger. Maybe just up it a bit, and then make the size. So this should make it just bigger in general, so you can see more of the detail. The music kind of goes nicely with it in a sort of a... Yeah, and as good as trance makes things feel a little bit more ethereal and lighter and so on. Sorry, I'm just gonna like trip out for a little bit and like play this. Ah yes, I love these square ones. When it gets like square-like, oh, it's so pretty. So what I definitely want to do is have like colors like scrolling forward and back, as well as like the whole thing changing color. Yeah, and geez, in VR, this shit is fucking legit. Okay, I'm like getting distracted. I'm gonna just look how cool that is. That is just, sorry. I'm in love with my game. I apologize. Pretty choppy. Ah, I'm sorry, man. Maybe I'll hopefully post some like footage up on YouTube, and it won't be so choppy. But that kind of sucks. It's just because there's so many different colors and so much movement. Like most video encoders can't really handle it too well, which is a bit lame. But also, like, I'll put up a version online when I feel it's ready to go online, or there's like a there's an old version which isn't quite as good, and you can get it here. But that's not this one, that's an older one. Okay, so I'm going to be serializing this. .log. So JSON, so now if everything's fine, to JSON, if I just pass data to it, to JSON should actually spit it out as like a really nice, neat little thing. So it saves all my parameters, so when I come across like a nice pretty pattern, I'll actually be able to see it. It would help if I actually added the script. Cool, it's blank. Great. Great. Okay, plan number next. That obviously didn't work. Oh, why is it not serializing this? To the Googles. Unity JSON not serializing. Dictionary. Maybe because it's not serializable. Damn, this sounds cool. Shit, so I don't think Unity serializes dictionaries. Oh, god damn it. Okay, so I'm gonna have to come up with another plan. So, what we can do is make a public class value. It'll just be a string ID and object data. So hopefully it'll be able to serialize random objects. If not, then I've kind of done a whole bunch of work for nothing. Well, I haven't done it for nothing, but it would be really shit if it didn't, because I'm gonna have to like redo a whole bunch of code. I don't really feel like doing that. Right now it's working on Oculus, but apparently if I put Steam integration, if I integrate Steam integration, there's Steam integration like stuff for it, which means it should actually run on Vive as well as Oculus, as well as maybe OSVR. I don't know if OSVR is supported. That's actually something I should put on my to-do list, is So my one friend said like, if you put Steam VR integration into your game, it basically is like, will support all sorts of VR, but for Oculus right now. Google Cardboard. I really would like to make it for Google Cardboard, but the way that I'm drawing the particles uses a special GPU-based renderer, because there's like something like, you know, here's, what's this, 7 million particles, and like a cell phone just cannot actually do 7 million particles, as much as I'd love it to, because like it would do really well on cell phone or on mobile, I guess, I'd imagine, but we would have to cut back on so many particles that it wouldn't be the same game. Like I might make like a stripped down version, but it wouldn't look nearly as good. It would be like simplified shapes rather than the nice organic patterns that you get. So yeah, I thought about that and actually tried to get it to work on Google, on Android. Just on Android, not even Google Cardboard, just Android, and yeah, it didn't work out at all. It's not possible to do it right now. Not the way I'm doing it at the moment, and yeah, I'd have to really cut down and make concessions on the particle count, which wouldn't be so great for me. I wouldn't like that, at least. Okay, so let's see if I can... okay. So, if I remember what I was doing... So I'm making a list of strings and I'm going to convert them all to key value types. So name, new key value ID equals n and data equals data.n. Okay, so this should make a list of key value on so this will make a list of key values that I can then actually serialize. And there we go. What is your problem? New list of that dot convert all. Oh. Let me. Okay. Yeah. Alright, so with luck, this will record everything? No. Man, that sucks ass. Do I need to make this serializable? Oh god, you're kidding me, I have to make it serializable? And that's probably not going to serialize the objects generically. That's not even going to work at all. Fantastic. Oh, okay. This is turning out to be a very frustrating stream, and it's already 3 in the morning and I've gotten... not as quite as far as I was hoping to get. What happens if I just serialize the list of strings? Is that even possible? List of strings. Boom. Easy peasy. Oh, unless it's something like, it's not actually... So, yeah. Debugging 101. Let's actually check if, like, we're actually recording any data. Because it could be that, like, we're just not actually getting any data at all. So, that would be good. Because I'd rather, like, before I go and try to fix something that isn't broken, we check that there is something to be fixed. 5 things. There is something to be fixed. This is not working. Damn it. Okay. So we are getting all of them, so debug.log. So we're getting the serialization ID. So this should get us all the names. Yeah, so it's got all the names. Unity JSON utility. Alright. Okay, to JSON. Object convert to JSON. False format is minimum size. Okay. So what's kind of worrying? Directly attempts to serialize the public instance fields with an empty object. Passing an array to Smith will not produce a JSON array containing each element of an object containing the public fields of the array itself. So there are none. Serious action on the array primitive type is necessary to wrap it in a class or a struct. Okay. Right, okay. So this is probably where I was going wrong. I was just trying to serialize this by itself. What I actually need to do is go public class data holder, I guess. And this contains that, which I then set. Gosh, this is quite like... And I should be able to go new data holder and just set this value here. Let's see if that works. There we go. Oh, yes. Yes. That's good. Awesome. Okay, so let's progress. Also, I think we can, if I read it right, yeah, we can make it look pretty. But now the problem is, it's printing out this list of stuff, but this is not serialized. Which is a pain, because its ID is orientation. That's a list of these things, but it should be ID orientation and then object data. But obviously, because it's not serialized, we can't do that. So we're gonna have to go back to these recordable parameters and make these string based, and then we'll just pass the string in and out. Is that advisable? Because maybe we can have a dictionary of IDs to strings that pass in and out, but no. Let's just pass out strings and stuff. Alright, let's go through and change all this stuff, and then I'm going the hell to sleep because I'm like actually really tired. So instead we're going from string to string. We'll get the data. That's all good in the hood. You got a crazy story for me. Cool, hit me, the Papadoo. 1. What's the crazy story? What am I doing wrong here? Let's see, key holder value. Oh, fuck's sakes, it's pointing me here and I can't. Yeah, okay. String. I'm gonna read your story now. I can see it's popped up. I just want to do this before I forget. So we basically want to go JSON utility dot to JSON. Okay. And then we want to go JSON utility. So we'll get a string data. I'm going to go from JSON. Data type, and that will deserialize it and let's see what the data string. Okay, so that should work. This is a very long story. I feel I've heard this before. I suspect you're trolling, but if you're not, I apologize. I swear I've read something like this before. I'll tell you something, story, whether yours is real or not. Microsoft decides to attempt to bash a window in. Yeah, if this is real, it's pretty fucking intense. Like, I did have somebody... We shot very fast at the end. I had somebody come up to me when I lived in the UK for a few months, like many years ago. Somebody came up to me, just like drove up to me, pulled up, and was like, "Hey, do you want to buy this laptop for, I think was, for £100? And like they just pulled up. Is it okay? Cool. I maybe because I've mixed up with my story, I thought like I've read this on 4chan or some shit, and I was waiting for like some punchline. But that's like, that's really weird. See the car decides to come over. Damn, sounds crazy. I had somebody like, just like some guy, like a car drove up to me while I was like walking to work. And they're like, "Do you want to buy this laptop for £100 or £200? I can't remember what it was." And I was like, I was a bit shocked. I was like, "What? No, I don't know." And they were like, "Okay," and then closed the door and then like drove off. Like, I think afterwards I realized like they were trying to like scam me out of like quickly run away. Friday nights in the UK. Which part of the UK? If I can ask, if you want to give away your exact location. You're buying whistle. I like that you specify you're 18. Bro, I'm like 29. I would buy whistle lollipops. Yeah, laptop was probably stolen, or it was like broken as fuck and they wanted me to just like buy it quickly and like sort of jump me sort of thing. Yeah, UK is a crazy place, man. Yorkshire. I'm trying to do a Yorkshire accent. I got a Yorkshire guy who plays cricket here in Berlin with me. Yorkshire. I can't do it now. Ibagum. I can do that one. Ibagum. Wasn't like that in my day. That's my Yorkshire accent. That's all I can do. That's it. Nothing like that. Might. Oh fuck! I'm not even gonna try. I'm gonna just like embarrass myself with like my horrible impersonations of Yorkshire people. It's all based on like cricket